Alien general stunned, one human ship annihilates 10,000 of ours. A full-length sci-fi epic. Prologue, the Dominion's Fury. The Galactic Dominion had ruled the stars for 1,000 years. Their fleets were invincible. Their warriors, unmatched. Their technology, beyond comprehension for lesser species. Planet after planet had fallen before them. The crystalline cities of the Xanthari, reduced to ash. The machine minds of the Veln, scattered into the void. The Dominion did not conquer, it consumed. And now, it had set its sights on humanity. At first, the war had been a slaughter. Human colonies burned. Earth's defenses crumbled. The Dominion's high command laughed at the pitiful resistance. Then, the Odyssey appeared. And everything changed. Chapter 1, The Last Stand of Earth. Sol System, Earth's orbit. Admiral Elias Carter watched from the bridge of the UNS Retribution as the Dominion's 7th Armada descended upon Earth. 10,000 warships, their hulls black as the void between stars, their weapons glowing with the promise of annihilation. "Admiral, we're receiving their surrender demand," Lieutenant Chen said, voice tight. Carter didn't need to hear it. The Dominion didn't take prisoners. They glassed worlds. All ships, brace for. The first wave of plasma fire streaked across the void. Then, a flash. A distortion. A single ship dropped out of warp directly between Earth's last fleet and the Dominion's advance. Sleek. Black. Utterly silent. No transponder. No identification. Just, there. "What the hell is that?" Carter whispered. Chapter 2, The Odyssey Awakens. The Dominion didn't hesitate. 100 fighters broke formation, streaking toward the unknown vessel. Their plasma cannons charged. And then, space rippled. The fighters didn't explode. They didn't break apart. They simply unfolded. Metal twisted like wet paper. Engines collapsed into singularities. Pilots screamed as their atoms were pulled into impossible shapes. Silence. Then, the Odyssey moved. Chapter 3, 10,000 ships meet their end. General Varaxis had never known fear. Until now. "What is that thing?" he roared, his claws digging into the command throne. The human ship was carving through his fleet like a scythe through wheat. A Dominion dreadnought fired its main cannon, the beam bent mid-flight, arcing back into its own hull. Fighters swarmed only to be caught in a gravity vortex, crushed into a single, screaming mass. A boarding party teleported onto the Odyssey's deck. Their last transmission was laughter. Mad, broken laughter. "General. We've lost the Doombringer. The eternal wrath is O stars, it's tearing it apart." Varaxis watched, his blood running cold, as the human ship split the eternal wrath in half with a beam of black light. 10,000 ships. And the Odyssey wasn't even trying. Chapter 4, The Aftermath. When it was over, the Odyssey hovered amidst the wreckage. No transmissions. No demands. Just, watching. Then, as suddenly as it appeared, it vanished. Varaxis stood amidst the ruins of his fleet, his mind reeling. "General, what do we do?" his second-in-command whispered. Varaxis had no answer. For the first time in his life, the Galactic Dominion had met something worse than war. And it had come from humans. Chapter 5, The Secret of the Odyssey. Earth, Black Site Gamma. Dr. Lillian Graves stared at the artifact. It had been found buried beneath Mars. A ship. The ship. The Odyssey asterisk wasn't human. It was older. And it had chosen humanity. "My God," she whispered. "We didn't build it?" It awakened. Chapter 6, The Dominion's Reckoning. The High Chancellor of the Dominion stared at Varaxis's report. "One ship," he repeated. "One ship destroyed an entire armada. Varaxas nodded. The Chancellor leaned forward. Then we send 20,000. Chapter 7, Humanity's Gambit. Admiral Carter stood before Earth's last leaders. The Odyssey is our only hope, he said. But it's not ours, it's something else. And if we can't control it, then we unleash it, Graves interrupted. A silence fell. The war was no longer about survival. It was about vengeance. Chapter 8, The Final Battle. The Dominion's Grand Fleet arrived. 20,000 ships. The Odyssey waited. And then it opened. Not a weapon. A door. And from within, something stepped out. Epilogue, A New Age. Varaxas watched from a prison cell as humanity took its place among the stars. The Dominion had fallen. The Odyssey was gone. And the galaxy would never be the same.